Happy solstice, summer solstice. For any of you who joined me in the winter solstice, this is going to be a very similar way of honoring this day, which is where the sun and how we connect to the heavens is of equal, and we stand still in this moment of the longest day instead of the longest night. So it's up to this point that we enter a corridor, a solstice corridor, and it's about 3 days. Some people start to feel it brewing energetically even sooner. I think I started feeling it on Monday. So the intensities of these kind of energies, but for whatever it means for you, everybody has had different connections to what summer means and what it means to have these long, beautiful days and to have more sun. And I always like to say we're solar powered. We really are the sun. We eat the sun. Everything that we eat comes literally from the sun. All of the vegetables and the fruits, everything is the sun. It's sunlight, and so it's a very special day, and it's a very special time. I find that this is kind of the winter solstice is really a time of inner reflections and diving deep and going in and looking at those parts of ourselves that don't get to be honored in our shadow. And this is where we get to have a lot of energy that's coming through and moving forward for us in this time. And we can use this time to reflect on what we have accomplished and achieved in our inner journey inwardly, and also in our dreams and our ambitions and our careers and our families and our interpersonal relationships and everything that's external too, and how we're living in these bodies and how we're orchestrating our daily life and routine. So I hope that this can be a personal reflection for you today. And do you all have water? Because this is when we do this kind of work, it can bring up a lot of energy and emotion too sometimes. And I sometimes I actually feel the heat of my bracelets when we start doing journeying work, because our bodies create so much heat. You hear about the monks that will generate so much heat that they can go in cold, icy water and wrap themselves in their shawls of wet, cold, icy water, and they'll start to meditate and they'll be able to generate and you'll start to see steam coming off of their bodies. It's very similar when you can start to do this work and activations, energy activations, because that's what we are. We're the sun, and we get to do that. So drink some water. And let's start just by creating a unity between all of us. So the way I like to do it, for all of you, if you haven't worked with me before, is to just join our energies together. So I start by rubbing our hands together, just to really anchor the left brain, the right brain, the hemispheres of our minds. Also building energy, our chi, tapping in. And then I like to put it over to my heart and just begin to start to anchor in and taking some nice deep breaths in. And you can close your eyes as you retreat inward if that feels comfortable for you. If you want to open your eyes, you can do that too. But let's take some nice deep breaths in, all the way in into our heart. So you're really feeling your heart and your lungs expand. Taking a nice deep breath in and holding it. Just noticing how your breath moves through the body. Breathing out, releasing all, letting it all go. Breathing in again, letting go of anything pulling on you, drawing it up into your heart with that out breath, releasing, really tapping into that body. Breathing in again, feeling the space that you create inside of you. And if you don't want to put your hands on your heart anymore, you can just drop them down to your lap. Feeling your palms up, preferably, so that you can really let your arms relax. And if your feet are on the ground, if they're anchored 2 feet on the ground, or if you're sitting in a lotus position, it's really okay. I just want you to feel the expanse and feel your sacrum supported, connecting and rooting yourself, drawing in and opening up each and every one of your vertebrae. So really being able to draw your sits bones down, and almost like a tripod that you could be anchoring. That's it. Creating as much space as you can. I like to imagine a beautiful like helium balloon pulling on the top of my head. That always helps me feel like I can align my spine and create more space. And take another deep breath in and let your mind rest in this space. Feeling your energy grounding to the core of Mother Earth in a column of light. Imagine all that no longer serves you traveling down this column, just giving it up effortlessly, releasing into the light of the core of the earth. That's it, going down, down, down. And some people visualize it. They can actually see this column of light. And if you can't see it, that's perfectly okay. You can just feel your energy dropping down and feeling completely supported by the love of the earth, that you're a beautiful child held. Even though we're adult women, we are still children of Mother Earth. Going all the way down, almost till sometimes you can feel like a clunk, like you've hit the center and the core of the earth. You can imagine wrapping your energy in a beautiful crystal cave. Now simultaneously feel the light of the sun shining down on you, opening up your crown. Visualize light pouring into your crown chakra at the top, warming you, refreshing your energy, filling your aura with this divine light consciousness present. Letting it ooze down like honey, bathing you in this beautiful glow. That's it. Letting it calm our minds that have been moving around all week long. Feeling the energy swirling through to your heart. This column of light spins within. And as you draw the energy down, it spins. Notice how it might spin in a clockwise, going down, 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 just tuning into your own rhythm. This tubal torus that runs up your spine. You can readjust if you need to at any point in time. You can always come back to your breath, using that visualization. There you go. And as we stand here on Mother Earth, our arms are uncrossed. You can feel the light coming down. And I want you just to invite as much light as you can contain. as much light as your body can hold space for. All your cells quenching for this light, this wisdom, this knowledge of the universe, of the galaxies. Breathing in the sunbeams, healing and coating your cells, every part of your body. Feeling that beautiful, flowing, expanding light filling your spinal column, your entire being. And here we honor the directions, the power that we can tap into, the north, the south, the east, the west, earth, sky, and the light within, to activate this life force energy and setting intention to connect that energy with the sun and all of nature as we consciously tune in to these directions. So you don't actually need to move, but you can set intention that as we stand and sit here on earth, feeling this connection to earth, feeling our oneness with the earth and all that is, this is where we can invite our angels and our guides into the high priestesses that work with each of you, the guides by your side that maybe you've met, maybe you haven't, but are always there. Your higher source, spirit too, beloved goddess, God. And feel the light of archangels below, Sandalphon, your connection to that crystalline core, connecting to the earth. And now I invite you to turn your attention and your focus above to the sky, to the heavens above. Feeling that light streaming in, being bathed. You're all so beautifully bathed. I can see these columns of light that just go all the way up into the sky. Beautiful columns of light. Beautiful columns of light. Feel it coming down onto your skin. And we bring in Archangel Metatron from above. Feeling the swirling in your body. Now bring your attention to the east, the direction of the rising sun, of beginnings, divine light, new opportunities and fresh energies. Hail the gentle breath of the east, of beginnings. Light, life is reborn. And we tune into the light of Archangel Raphael here, healer. You might sense a beautiful, soft emerald green or lime green color too. Likes to float around you from the east. Now bring your focus and your gaze to the south. South is the direction of rest. It's aligned with the work you're meant to bring to the world, your passions, your purpose, your actions. Hail the rekindled spark where we learn life and light is reborn. We turn to the light of Archangel Michael here. There we go. Now direct your attention to the west. This is direction where the sun sets, where most of us reside. A reminder to go within, to dream and relax and rest, to heal. Hail the wild, wild west, the place of change, of evolution, entrepreneurship. Life and light is reborn. Tuning into the light of Archangel Gabriel here. Breathe that golden sunlight of a setting sun. And spin your energy once more to face the north. You can tell the direction of the north by that North Star here in the northern hemisphere. The north is the direction of stability and wisdom. The wisdom of the world is held in those ice caps in the water. And as those ice caps melt, the wisdom disperses through. May we gain this wisdom of our ancestors. Hail the fertile darkness of the north that brings wisdom and endings. Life and light is reborn. We turn to the light of Archangel Uriel here. Now take another deep breath in and feel the light and presence of your higher awareness, your most vibrant love and highest divine self. As you sit, anchoring and surrendering to your soul, allowing yourself just to be here, breathing and feeling alive, connected to your inner light, to the earth, the sky, directions, and all of life. Hail to those who have lived before us. Hail to those who follow us. All our relations, all see the turning of the wheel, the endless cycle that connects us all. We embrace the light. Queens of our lives, sisters, women, fellow journey women, each powerful, each a torch for this world, each beacons of light for our loved ones and our communities, each sources of strength and stability and wisdom and compassion. And here the solstice is a way to reconnect with our divine plan, to feel a deep connection to all of life and the natural world, bringing in the elementals, the winged ones, the flaps and the flippers and the tails and the slithery ones, and the insects, the buzzing bees, the butterflies too, the hooved and the pod, bringing in all the beings, the fairies, devas, bringing all those of the magical kingdom. And tune all that you have to be grateful for while you can just enjoy this bath of light energy filling you and around you. That's it. The gratitude to have your guides be here by your side, inviting them to work with you on every level of your being. And when you're ready, begin to imagine that positive energy that you bestow to ripple out and around you, spreading it out, weaving it like a flower of life over a beautiful light grid over the entire earth and out past the moon and the planets into other stars. And if other emotions come through, just know that Mother Earth is happy to provide an spongy absorption of any fears or anxieties or worries or cares. That's it. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Good. Welcome. So let us continue this ceremony with intention of lighting our first candle. And with this candle, we acknowledge the past, this past 6 months. We acknowledge any of the aspects of ourselves that we're still working on and need a little bit more focus and love. The parts of ourselves that are still in shadow, to be able to love those parts too. The parts of any tensions and anything that we want to let go of in terms of attachments, energetic attachments, attachments to beliefs and thoughts. And as we light this first candle, and we can, whether you want to write it down, you can. If you feel like you want to get it out onto paper. Otherwise, you can just take a moment to, as you light the candle, let that burn through. And in this time, you can also tune into what you've learned, the powerful lessons of what has happened in these last 6 months for you, and what might be taking up still too much energy that you're really ready to transition, because as we step through this corridor of the solstice, we have the ability to start anew energetically. It's like you go through a portal and you are naked on the other side, completely ready to start anew. And you can just let things kind of come off. So this is your opportunity to do that. Do we need to course correct? Get back on our soul's path? Have we taken a little detour? We're never off our path, but Maybe it's just inviting that love and acceptance for all those parts of ourselves. The inner divide. Being more forgiving. And only when you're ready, light that candle. What I love about solstice, whether it's winter or summer solstice, and these beautiful cycles, I've been doing this. My mom got me to do this when I was a little girl. So every year it's this beautiful opportunity for us to see and reflect on our past and how far we've trodden, and to really acknowledge the journey, and then also become really humbled to realize how far we have to go. But it's a cycle, and it keeps going, and we keep evolving and ascending. And so you can be at peace with that too. Okay, so when you're ready, place your hand on that piece of paper. Close your eyes if you want, and one hand on the heart. And just repeat after me. You're all on silent, I believe. I ask the universe, my angels and guides, to guide and release and find closure. I honor my path, how far I've come, what I've learned and what I'm learning. I now feel the situation leave my energetic space, leaving my mental space, leaving my physical space and body, and returning to the ethers for transformation. And so it is. And so it is. And so it is. And you might feel yawning or some teary eyes or needing to take a deep breath in because there's energy released when that happens. Good. Now I want us to turn into the present now and light that candle with just all the gratitude you have of this now moment, feeling our abundance. All the gratitudes. We can never say enough gratitude. Giving thanks to the earth that keeps us grounded, the air we breathe, for all of the queens in our lives, for this community that is growing, for our intentions to hold space for ourselves. Yeah, move if you need to, stretch a little as you're just kind of realigning. And nobody needs to stand still in a ceremony. And so if you want, you can just put your hand on your heart again. And you can repeat your name. I give thanks for this beautiful opportunity of life. I honor how I feel in this moment. And I decide to fully and wholly love myself. honor myself, cherish myself, no matter what is unfolding. I love you. I give thanks for my highest self that is guiding and protecting me at all times. I give thanks to my team of angels and guides who are assisting me always. I give thanks for the opportunities to ask questions and receive the answers. I give thanks for all the miracles that have happened, are happening, and will continue to happen in my life. Beautiful. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is. And now we direct our attention to the third candle. Isn't this fun? And just to feel the rooted, within you, and how we can now start to, as we root ourselves, expand. Because the more rooted you are, the higher you can go as you ascend. So it's always about rooting so that we can expanding. So I want you just to think about what specific areas in your life you would like to expand upon. A continuation of what you're already doing, of course. In relationships, expressing your joy and your playfulness, letting that inner child come out to play every day. Speaking our truth authentically, living with humility and reverence, experiencing greater love and abundance, manifesting a new opportunity, stepping it up a notch professionally, living in more grace when we are triggered. Whatever's important for you during these next 6 months, because again, we'll come back and reflect in winter. How are we expanding? Giving thanks for the opportunity to focus on this work and ask for the energy, the support, and remembering your intentions so we can move forward in these next few months. So write this down. Put this part's the power part. What new hopes and dreams are waiting to grow? Maybe it's just staying steadfast on this path that you're on and maintaining this. And as you write this, I just want to speak a little bit about the idea of feather ceremony. It's something that I learned more from a Native American tradition, but of course the feathers are sacred to all tribes and walks of life throughout the world. And because birds are so extraordinary that they can, I always think of a duck. A duck is amazing. It can go into the water and nibble on the silt underneath and get little grubs and things under the water. And then it can come up and swim on top of the water. And then it can waddle and walk on land. And then it can fly. So it can do all of that. It can go into so many different dimensions, so many different worlds. Think about the world under the water, the world out here in land, and then the world up in the sky. Amazing. So feathers, as we would think, so light as a feather, connects us to the heavens. It connects us to God, Goddess, whatever you believe in. Maybe it connects it to your highest soul self. Maybe it connects you to the galactic world. So with the feather that you've brought today, and if you don't have a feather, that's okay. You can maybe get a feather at another point in time. But I want us to write specifically what we would write to the heavens, these dreams. But we're going to put them into this feather. We're anchoring as if we could use it as a messenger to God or to the universe. Kind of like when we used to write when we were kids, wish our Christmas wishes to Santa Claus. We would put it away and we would be like, can we have this, please? Well, this isn't necessarily about what we want. It's not about asking for a new car or something like that. But I want you to take the feather, and this is a little sandpiper feather from the beach. Pretty. And so what we do is we tie a little string to it and we hang it in the tree. So you get to find a place, a sacred tree, a special tree to you. I always encourage everyone to have a specific special tree that they can go to, that they just feel connected to. So find that tree and tie the feather, and it will be a messenger in the wind. And it can just be a wish, a feather wish. So if you want to just take a little moment to hold your feather. You can imagine it, all of your dreams and your hopes swirling around in your heart. Swirling, swirling, swirling. Going down through your arms, down through your elbows. Feel the energy swirling down through your forearms, activating the palms of your hands. You can now start to feel it in your fingertips, heating up. The feathers in your fingers and in your palms. Again, you don't even have to have that feather. You can just imagine it going in. And you're anchoring all of this energy into this feather with so much love and gratitude. Continuing to find gratitude. Living in harmony with as much unity, consciousness as you can. Living from the heart. Staying in the heart through the day. Okay, so your feather has been activated. Feels pretty. Did you feel it? Anybody feel it? Okay. And then again, hand on your heart. You've lit your third candle, right? Okay. And just repeating, I know I am protected. I know I'm guided. I'm choosing my highest timeline. I'm filled with love and light. And so it is. And so it is. And so it is. And just use this moment as a visualization. You don't have too much more time, but I just want you to visualize yourself walking in beautiful white and ceremonial white up a beautiful hill, a green, verdant, grassy knoll, and we're all in line together, walking slowly barefoot on the ground, feeling the grass tickling the soles of our feet, the softness of the earth. And we're walking up to the top of this very soft, gentle, bare hill. Just all grass, but you can see tiny little buttercups and little purple flowers that look like stars. Little white daisies too, ever so delicate around your feet. And we enter into a circle. And we ignite this light within us. And there's a beautiful column of light coming down into the center circle. And there's golden, almost like concentric circles now connecting all of us. And we step onto these golden circles like rings. And you can imagine feeling the energy pulsing up through our legs. And we're holding hands, feeling these golden rings enter through our body. And a golden crown above, all of light. Feeling our unity, feeling our strength, feeling our purpose. Feeling your power and your peace. And you look down to your left hand, and there's a beautiful golden light bracelet on your left arm. You might see it or feel it uniquely, but it's a beautiful golden bracelet that you wear all the time that connects you to the divine, that connects you to each one of us energetically, telepathically, a sisterhood of queens. You can use this anytime for healing and strength and protection and anchoring and shielding. And you can put your right hand onto this bracelet. Just imagine yourself feeling it, playing with it, knowing it is there at any point, anywhere. It is yours. And we end the ceremony today in a reverent, grateful way, giving our thanks to our guides and the angels, the elementals, all our relations, with our prayers going up in these feathers as we enter this corridor of the summer solstice gateway. With so much love to each one of you for showing up, for giving yourself this time. Lots of love. Thank you all. I hope you enjoyed that. And well, you can always reach out to me if you have any feelings or thoughts. I'm always here. You can text me if anything come up. I think just because of timing and everything, we'll probably won't do a journey today too, but at least we got to go up onto the beautiful hill and connect each other together. So let me know what your bracelet looks like if it comes to you. I'm very curious. So mine kind of has more of like it's a thick one. It's kind of like I guess it's like a cuff, but that's what mine feels like anyway. All right, lots of love to you. I'll see you all soon.
Thanks, Abigail.
You're welcome. Bye.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.